Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Hey, Easter is right around the corner, and you know with Easter comes sweets. Sweets and treats. When a video idea popped into my head, I went on that rabbit trail and could not find sanding erythritol or allulose. So what to do when confronted with a problem? Well, we solve it, of course. Now we're going to start with our allulose first, and I like to use a small measuring cup. In this case, I am using a 1/4 teaspoon. So starting with this allulose, we're going to go ahead and take 2 1/4 teaspoons of allulose, placing them on your parchment paper. Okay, so once you've got 2 piles on your parchment paper, the next step is going to be placing a small dimple in the center of both of them. Next, we're going to take our erythritol and make 2 more piles, following the same steps we did with the allulose. Alright, now it's time to bring some life to these sweeteners. So what we're going to do is take our food coloring here, placing a drop in each one of the centers. This one is my red, and now I will go ahead and buzz through the rest of these colors. I'll do my blue, yellow, then my green. Oops, missed that mark. But hey, a mistake is just an opportunity for a lesson. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and get these mixed up. I'm going to take 4 toothpicks here, and I'm going to go ahead and start by mixing up this green. Notice how I have to fight with this green. Had I hit my mark, this would have been much easier, as you're going to see here as I go to mix up my yellow. Notice how I can just take the edges of the erythritol and push it towards the dye and work it in easily. Alright, now that we've got this one mixed up and you see the proper way to do this, I'm going to go ahead and buzz through the rest of these. Alright, let's go ahead and get these mixed up. We're going to take a small container. In this case, I'm using a ramekin. We're going to take some of our colored sugar. In this case, I'm going to use blue because the project I'm making this for is going to need blue sanding sugar. I'm going to take a tablespoon of allulose. We're going to go ahead and place that in the ramekin. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a bit of the blue. Notice I'm not using the full drop here. This allows you to dial in the shade. Now when mixing these up, what you're going to want to do is take those droplets and kind of trap them down on one of the edges and roll them, basically mixing them up in one small area of the container you're mixing it in. Once you've got these thoroughly mixed in and these droplets pretty much well dispersed into whatever sugar you're mixing, you're going to go ahead and stir this up. Alright, while I mix this up, let's take a little fun fact quiz. What do you think the most popular color of the Peeps is? Would it be blue, yellow, or pink? Comment below and let me know what you think the most popular Peep color is. Alright, now that we're finished with that, we're going to go ahead and dump some of this out, leaving most of it in the container, because now we're going to make a darker shade. A shade more true to the color that I'm going to be needing for my upcoming recipe. Alright, now it's time to turn up the speed on this mixer. Now that this blue is well incorporated into it, we're going to go ahead and stir it into the whole mix. As you see, we have a nice, consistent blue, which is much darker than the one that we just poured. Alright, we're going to get this one poured out, and we're going to move on to our erythritol. And as you will see in this next clip, the erythritol will act much differently than the allulose did. Now I'm using Swerve here, which is not the best option because of its light brown color, but we're going to go ahead and use it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and put a teaspoon of Swerve into my ramekin. Then we're going to take a toothpick and take a portion of the red. Remember, you don't want to put all of it in. This will enable us to dial in the color that we would like. Alright, now as you can see here already, it's not mixing up very well. I'm having a fight with a clump that bounces around. So I'm going to go ahead and add more in just to get this mixed in. But it does not mix as well in Swerve as it does the allulose. With this bigger drop, you can see that it is actually mixing, but it's very grainy looking. It just does not have a good consistency mixing it. But we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up. We'll place it on our parchment paper and move on to the next colors. Now for the next 2 colors, yellow and green, I'm going to be using whole earth erythritol. And you can get that at your local Walmart, and it is definitely the erythritol I would recommend if you're making this. Alright, now let's go ahead and get this green mixed up real quick. Alright, as you see, this blends very well too. We're going to go ahead and get this mixed up in high speed. and then we'll go ahead and get it dumped out. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of my green, and we'll get us a different shade of green. And with that, guys, I thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it or found value in it, please share this on your social media, like, comment, and subscribe. And hey, hit that notification bell if you'd like future content. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.